friends, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. Happy Monday evening to you. I hope you are well. I hope you're having a fantastic week so far, and I can't wait to get started or to finish up on this project that we started on yesterday. So thanks again so much for joining me. Sorry, I was doing a little bit of research because I'm still showing that the chat is still showing up as people's user names instead of their user IDs. And that's really kind of annoying me. And so I was doing a little bit of research and I still can't figure it out quite yet. So I'll have to do some more research on that later on. But for right now, we need to go ahead and get started. So yesterday we worked on our Norfolk quilt and we were able to finish up one of the 4 blocks that we need to finish. And that one is sitting right here just off the camera. You guys can't really see it. So that's what it looks like. We have 2 different color combinations that we're working with on here. And I'm sorry, but my points are awesome. Like, can I just take 10 seconds and go look at my points? Aren't they awesome? It's very rare that my points ever line up like that. So I'm really proud of myself for that. But anyway, so we're going to be finishing up on those 3 blocks tonight. So it probably won't take very long, maybe an hour and 15 minutes maybe. But we're going to go ahead and get started with that. So let me hop into chat and say hello to everybody there really quickly, and then we're going to get started on this pretty quick. Yeah, pretty quick, actually. Sorry, I'm just kind of like, I really need to stop trying to do things before the live stream because it totally distracts me and I lose my focus, and then I can't remember what it is I'm supposed to be saying. Because, you know, that's how I roll. So I did want to give a quick shout out and a thank you to Katie for having me join her again for our Peace of Mind Mending Pieces live stream yesterday afternoon. I did see a couple of our subscribers in chat, so thank you so much to you guys for joining as well. It's a really great conversation. Even if you don't suffer from a mental illness or know anyone that does suffer from a mental illness, it's still a great conversation. A lot of great tips and tricks to kind of work through, even just a bad day. So it was a lot of fun. So thank you to her for that. I really appreciate it. I have a great time every time I'm there. So if you guys didn't already and you're interested, go check out the replay for that. It was a lot of fun. Very first person in chat today was Carrie Leonard. Thank you, Carrie Leonard, so much for being the very first person in chat. I really appreciate it. So happy Monday to you also. Sandra K is also here this evening. Good evening, Sandra. I hope you're well. Brenda Foley is here. Hello, Brenda. It's so great to see you. I'm glad you were able to catch a live stream this evening. Katie Crafts is also here. Hello, Katie. It is so great to see you again. Welcome back to the channel. Donna is also here. Hello, Donna. Welcome back to the channel. It's so great to see you also. Naomi, good evening. Happy Monday evening to you, Naomi. Welcome back. Oh, sorry, my eyes are like burning today. Okay, so that just reset on me, so that was nice. Fern King is also here. Good evening, Fern. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for joining me this evening. Yeah, this whole like user ID thing is really making me insane. Like, I don't know if there's a way to fix it, or I'm just gonna have to do some research on it. But anyway, welcome back to the channel, guys. Thanks again so much for joining me. I do have the puppy cam going. I have no idea if any of the puppies will actually join me this evening because Taylor's home tonight. She has been traveling for work all last week, and then she was away for the weekend spending time with her boyfriend. So she's home tonight, and so the puppies are all with her. So I'm starting to think they don't like me. I don't think that's really true, but I kind of feel like it sometimes because I feel like every time somebody else is home, they want to spend time with them instead of with me. But that's okay. It's okay. They're alive. It's okay. I am also the one with the treats, so I could entice them with a treat or two. Maybe we will. Maybe we will. Either way. All right, so let's go ahead and get started on this. So you guys remember from yesterday, if you were able to watch the live stream from yesterday, we had a bunch of half square triangles that we had to put together. And so that's why we didn't actually get finished with the project at hand, is because we had all these silly half square triangles we had to put together. It's one of my nemesises. Half square triangles are my least favorite option for things. He says, I went into my account and removed the numbers after my name seems to work. Oh, okay. Well, maybe there's something there, something to that, Katie. It's still showing up on my screen. Everybody's username is still showing up on my screen, so I don't know what's happening. I want to say that it's something on my end Maybe not. I'm not sure. Hi, Rita. Good evening. I'm sorry, Crystal Dragon. Welcome to the channel. Thanks so much for joining me. I think that's Rita. I love this one. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, it's really pretty. I mean, baskets really aren't my thing for a block anyway, but it's really pretty. Hi, Mary. Welcome back. Welcome back. Susan is also here. Good evening. Lots of folks today. Good evening. So it's so great to see everybody. So, all right. So let's go ahead and get started. So there's 2 color combinations I told you. So the first one was obviously this purple with the pink. So we're going to finish up that one. There's a setting in StreamYard. I don't use StreamYard, I use Streamlabs. So maybe there's something in Streamlabs that it's not working out for me. I don't know. Because I do have it on YouTube, and then I also have it on Streamlabs, and it's not showing up on my YouTube either. So I'll do some research later. It is what it is. I'll figure it out. Okay, so let's go ahead and put the other one of those together, which is pretty easy to do. I had to look at my own to see if there was a setting. Well, I appreciate you looking and see. So maybe it's just a setting inside of my Streamlabs that I need to find. Who knows? I'm going to have to look into it a little bit more. Hi, Joyce. Good evening. Welcome back. Okay, so let's go ahead and lay this one out. Where's my directions? I just moved them away. Okay, so you got to lay them like this. So I'm going to go ahead and lay this out. So you do 4 here. 3. How was everybody's Monday? My Monday was, I wouldn't say it was a crappy Monday because I've had worse ones, but it wasn't a great Monday. It's kind of, I've just got a lot of stress in my corporate job right now, and so things are a little crazy. I probably should be working for my corporate job right now. Like I brought some homework home, but I'd much rather be sewing. So there's that. It'll always be there tomorrow, right? Okay, so here's the 2, and then here's the 1, and then this one that goes over there. Okay. All right, so there's our square pieces, and then we need 3 of these triangle pieces. So I'm just going to lay it all out. So here's this one here, goes like that. This one here goes like that. And this one here. Susan says she lost her voice due to allergies. I've had that happen to me before. Mr. Wizard prays every year. I lose my voice. He prays. He really does. He prays to whatever God he can talk to hopefully have me lose my voice. All the time. Not just for allergies, just, in general. Ferdy King says, Sunday we had storms, high wind, and lost power today. Internet still is acting out. Oh my goodness, yikes. 99% of the time I have no voice, but don't keep me from talking. There you go. Yeah, ain't that the truth? That's funny. So, all right, so let's go ahead and get these together. So yesterday I kind of chain pieced them. First one's always the hardest, right? There we go. There we go. So yeah, I mean, it wasn't a terrible Monday, but it was definitely a Monday. Like, if you've ever worked in the corporate world or just worked in general, then you know that a Monday it can just be a Monday, and that's kind of what it was for me today. I had a lot of meetings today. Didn't get a whole lot done, not as much as I would have liked to have gotten done. And it's all going to be waiting for me tomorrow when I go in tomorrow. So, Mama Joyce, I wanted to let you guys know. Mama Joyce was letting me know. She sent me a text earlier that Missouri Star Quilt Company is having a huge clearance on patterns right now. So if you guys are looking for some new patterns, go check that out. I know that the pattern that I told you guys about yesterday that we're going to be doing as a sew along or quilt along, whatever you want to call it, that one was only like $3 on Missouri Star Quilt Company. So even if you're not going to do the quilt along with us, just getting the pattern itself might not be a bad idea. So, and then there was another one. Where did she tell me? I can look it up if you give me just a second here. She told me there's another website that's selling patterns for $1.99 a piece. Let me get that one. That one was Fabric Outlet has patterns for $1.99, she said. So she's now entering her 3rd week. Oh, thank you, Joyce. I hope it's not too like crazy with the camera. It's one of those like poncho things. It's got this fringe on the bottom, and it just kind of like it's got nice sleeves, but it's like one of those weird poncho things. It's not really a sweater, but thank you. She's in her 3rd week of retirement. She's really liking it so far. She's starting to find her groove a little bit and figure out what she's doing all day. She's already finished an entire quilt from start to finish, like the whole thing, like pieced it, cut it, pieced it, took it to the long arm, brought it back, put the binding on it, and gave it away all in like a week and a half. It was great. It was awesome. So she's doing that. Cool. Grab that. But she's doing real well. I was kind of hoping that we would get to chat with her this weekend, but unfortunately I just wasn't feeling all that great. So I had to kind of cancel our live stream that we were planning on doing. Hi Raven, welcome back to the channel. It's so great to see you. I apologize if I'm missing anybody in chat without the highlighting names. It's like throwing me off. I'm trying, guys. I'm really trying. All right, so there's that one. There's that one. Let's get this one back on the machine. I love your enthusiasm, Raven. So we're working on the second, third, and fourth blocks that we made yesterday. So we had to make a total of 4. We get a total of 4 of them done, and so far we've gotten 1. This one now. They go together pretty quickly, so it's not going to take us all that long to get them done. This way. It's all an act. Well, you know what? It's contagious, though. So you keep acting, because it's contagious for everybody else. So I try my darndest to be in a good mood, at least on the exterior, so that I can help other people be in a good mood. I'm not always in the best of moods or the best of places mentally, but I try to set a positive example if I can. There we go. There's that one. So, I mean, I know I just saw you guys like lap yesterday, but how was the rest of your weekend? Did anybody do anything fun on Sunday? What did I do on Sunday? I had another live stream. So, of course, I told you guys about that already. I did my other live stream with Katie, which went really well. I was so upset. I wasn't upset, but I felt so bad for Myra. She had such terrible internet connection issues. She was having struggles, but we were able to get the conversation going and keep it going. I'm a lot weird and I don't care. I love that. I love that. Love that. Yeah, it's like the only thing that's showing up is members. It's just so weird for me. Like, I don't understand it. I will figure it out. I'm sure it's a setting in YouTube somewhere, because I know that there's been some changes to YouTube recently, and I really have not been keeping up with them, so I'm sure it's my own fault. I'm waiting for the iron to heat up right now, because I forgot to heat it up. So, there's that. I'm just glad that my shirt isn't, like, causing any weird things to happen, because I know sometimes these prints can really mess with people's head. Joyce says, I just did my first FPP and it turned out great. Woohoo! Well, that's Joyce, that's awesome. That is really awesome. Raven says, I finished my Totally Tulips quilt top. I've allocated it to a friend in Canada's granddaughter who has parents in and out of jail and prison. Oh, wow. It's great that you finished it. I'm really sorry to hear about their parents, but it's really great that you were able to finish it. Poor little girl. Yeah. Oh. Just waiting for the iron. So it seems like that's the story of my life. Waiting for the darn iron to warm up, huh? Hi, Julie. Good evening. Welcome back. Terry, have you moved or just changed rooms? You used to have a door right behind you. Oh, me. I did change rooms a while ago. This time last year, like July of last year, I changed rooms. But yes, I did used to have a door behind me. That is in the room that's next door to me. And now this room is the bigger bedroom. Since my daughters have all moved, well, not all of them, but the one that was in this room moved out. So I took over her room. So I'm no longer sharing a room with my other daughter. So she has the room actually to herself now. And I have this whole room to myself. So yes, I did change rooms a little while ago, but that's okay. It's fine. You notice now, and that's all that matters. But yes, I did change rooms. Things are laid out a little differently. The door is over there. I know you guys can't see it, but it's over there. And I have a closet over there where the closet used to also be behind me. The green wall came with me, but it's a little bit darker. It's not as bright. It's not as yellow as it was before. It's a little more... You guys see it as more of a bright green on the camera, and for me, it's more like a grass green. Hi, Linda. Good evening. Welcome back. So great to see you. Happy Monday evening to you. I hope you're well. Jail is very common, and we don't really think of how much it affects their babies. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I agree. Yeah, there's a lot of people out there that are, how it can affect others, for sure. All right, so now that these are ironed, I'm going to go ahead and sew these up. Sounds like my neighbors... I have neighbors across the street from me, and they're kind of obnoxious sometimes. I don't know if they own a car dealership or an auto body shop or something, but there's a constant rotation of vehicles in their driveway. And they've all got like dealer plates on them. And they're constantly working on cars in their driveway, and the majority of the cars they work on are loud and obnoxious. So there's that fun. And which, my Sunday morning stream, apparently it's just too early for them, so that it doesn't bother them too much. But this evening, they seem to be making some noises. So I do apologize if you hear a loud thumping in the background. I don't think it's being picked up by the microphone, but stranger things have happened. So... if they had better taste in music, it might be better. No, I'm just kidding. But yes, I did move a little while ago. And I love my new room. Although I still need to, be better about... my organizational skills in here. I really need to start putting shelves on the walls. But Mr. Wizard and I spent so much time and energy painting these walls that I don't want to put anything on them yet. I'm still enjoying them. But I need to, because I'm running out of floor space to put things in. Be glad that you guys can't see what's happening on the other side of the camera, because it's a little bit of a crazy hot mess. Used to live next door. Well, Mr. Wizard is a mechanic. Yeah, so I mean, but he doesn't actually really work on. I mean, he does work on some cars in the driveway, but nothing like this. And I mean, I used to be part of a race car group, and so loud cars don't bother me. They really don't. But there's a time and a place for them. And 7:30, 8 o'clock on a Monday night is not really the time or place. And they really love to rev the engine in their really loud car at like 6 in the morning, which then sets the car alarm off for the guy's work truck next to us at 6 in the morning. It's one of their favorite things to do. So there's that. Yes, Julie. Yes, very different greens. Very different greens. That is 100% sure. Yes. Yes. For sure. Yes, it is. For sure. Can't hear it. Can hear the screaming kids outside. I don't have any screaming kids outside, Susan. It must be by you. At least I don't think I do. All right, so that one's ironed up. Let me go ahead and iron up this one. No, I thought I did, but maybe not. But yes, Julie, they are very different greens. Very different. This one is more my color, my speed. And it's funny because the green that I had in the walls in the other room, that one was a true lime green. Like when you walked in the room, it was a very bright, neon lime green. But when it showed up on the cameras, it looked horribly yellow. It was very yellow, a lot more yellow than green. So that's why when I was picking out the paint colors for this room, I decided to go with a shade darker than the lime for this green wall. And now in the other room, all of the walls were green. The whole room was green. Here it's just this one wall. Just the one wall. We just have the one focus wall. Or accent wall, I guess you can call. And that's just so that the camera hopefully picks up the colors just a little bit better. It's not, the light's not bouncing off of everything everywhere, so. Pretty pair of cool colors. Yes, it would, Julie. Yes, it would. Good eye. It definitely would. Oh, outside your apartment? They seem to know one volume. Loud. Yeah. Yes. Taylor will alpha, because you guys know Ivy. She's my adorable capuchon. She's very chatty. She likes to talk. She's very chatty, and so sometimes she'll get a little loud, and Taylor will yell at her, "Ivy, inside voice, inside voice." It's so funny when she does it. It's so funny. All right. So that one is laying flat for a minute. So let's go ahead and get that one down. All right. Now we're gonna need to put together. Let's go ahead, since we've got that piece, let's go ahead and put the other ones together. Why don't we do that? We'll kind of do this in a little bit of some semblance of an order. So here's the other one we need to do. The other fabric colorway. 3. So rows of 4. And then a row of 3. And then a row of 2. And then a 1. Go. Take my triangle pieces again. That one there. That one there. That one there. Go. So this one isn't quite as bright. You guys can kind of see it a little bit. It's not as bright, obviously, as the purple is. I think I would have preferred it if it was in this color, but I didn't pick it out. So let's go ahead and sew this one up now. There we go. So yesterday I did a little bit of, if you guys joined me over on Katie's channel, I was doing a little bit of cross stitching. Got a couple of more rows done in my dark green thread. It amazes me how slow moving cross stitching is. It takes forever. But it is relaxing, and I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I knew I wanted to do something because I like to keep busy when we're talking about things. But I didn't really know like what I wanted to do. Julie says, 11 days until Halloween. Have you shopped for your candy yet? No. No, because if we shop for candy now, we'll just have to go again in another couple days. No, we wait because otherwise we end up eating it all. Raven says she doesn't get trick-or-treaters. We get a handful. It depends on the weather. If it's crappy weather, we don't get any at all. If the weather is decent, then if we sit out in the front yard, then we'll get a few. But if we don't sit out in the front yard, then we don't really get any. And that's just because of the way our house is shaped. Our front door is on the opposite side of our garage, and it's on the side of the house. So it's like, I don't understand what's happening here, guys. Sorry about that. Carloads of kids some years and hardly any other years. Yeah. You can't get into Annie's. My website says it's not a safe place to visit. You know what? I mean, I really wish that I had had a better experience with this. I mean, I didn't have a terrible experience. Like, it wasn't a bad one. It was just disappointing. Is really all it was. It was just disappointing. I wished that it would have been a little bit better, but I will say that they don't really seem to have any more quilting projects at all. So maybe they've learned some lessons. Joy says, I don't get trick-or-treaters anymore, but I get candy just in case. Just as sure as I don't buy any, I'll be bombarded with kids. Amen, right? Yeah, for sure. Converted duplex that we refuse to rent out, so they still look at it like multifamily. Oh, gotcha. Fern says we get lots of trick-or-treaters. Sylvia says we put a list of names. Lots of schools and churches have trunk or treat events. Yeah, in their parking lots. Yeah, in fact, they just did one in my neighborhood. At the park, because I'm just down the street from one of the public parks. And they just did one this weekend. At the park and then at the school. Which I think is great. I think that that's really a safe way for kids to do things. So they're not going door to door. Sylvia says, who's ready with candy? I am not ready yet. No. Hit or miss there for trick-or-treaters. Yeah. We have the elementary school. We have an elementary school literally at the end of our block. Which, I mean, it's a long block, don't get me wrong. It's like, technically it's like 4 or 5 blocks down. But it's the end of our street, I should say. Not the end of our block. The end of our street is what I should say. So we do have the elementary school down there. And we have the public park 2 doors down from us. So we're in kind of a relatively busy section of the street, and because because of my front door being on the side of my house, they can't seem to find it. I mean, we've got lights up there. We've put, signs up, and they just can't seem to find it. So we just kind of give up. So sometimes, like I said, if it's nice weather, Mr. Wizard and I will sit out in the driveway and hand out candy in the driveway. But otherwise, yeah, we just. Hi, Chloe. Good evening. Welcome back to the channel. It's so great to see you. Happy Monday evening to you. Hope you're well. We are finishing up our blocks from our Norfolk project that we started on Sunday. We have to make 4 blocks, and I've only gotten 3 of them done so far. So we're doing that real quick. Julie says, I bus special needs kids and have a 5K student who has worn a cowboy costume almost all year so far. Well, he's just embracing his Halloween. Our school, K through 12, has 60 kids. We graduate 2 to 6 every year. Wow, that is a small town, Sylvia. Wow. Wow. I have not asked Tony if she's decorated for Halloween for her in her classroom at all. I have not asked her if she's done any decorations. I should have asked her. I actually talked to her earlier today, and I should have asked her. I didn't think about it at the time. Lucas has been super busy lately, so that's why we haven't seen him. He keeps getting called in. He's been, unfortunately, the crime rate seems to have increased in his area, which, I mean, it's good. It's keeping him busy, but it's also, sad too. That's why we haven't really seen him lately. And that's okay. Real life comes first. Real life comes first, for sure. I'm trying to do a good job of what's the word? My seams. Every other, what do you call that? Somebody help me here. I don't know. Cross folding? No, I know that's not right. Words are hard. That's all I can say. I'm trying to do a good job of making sure that my seams are lining up correctly. No, that's not what I want to say. Nesting. Yeah, nesting. Yeah, is that what it's? Orienting them? Maybe it's orienting them. Orienting them so that they nest. I think that's what I was trying to say. Wow, that one was a hard one. Holy smokes. I think I had a stroke there. Kind of feel like a little bit like the brain just would not, nesting seams. Thank you. Treat bags and feel the same. No kid gets more than the others. There you go, Fern. Yeah. Pressing seams opposite directions. Thank you. Yeah, so that they nest. See, you guys knew what I was talking about. It's just the words escaped me. Like it would just they couldn't come out. They were like right here, and they wouldn't. Mr. Wizard's used to that though. It happens to me all the time. It's a constant game of charades in my house. Constant game. It's a constant game of charades. And he just looks at me and goes, I don't know what you're trying to say. He's like, I don't speak girl. I'm sorry. Because I don't know, I'm gonna talk to Taylor, maybe she'll figure it out. So it's funny. He tells me that all the time. I don't speak girl. I don't understand what you're trying to tell me. All right. Yes, nesting scenes. Yep. Thank you guys so much. Joyce says, welcome to my world. It's like, hi Dawn, good evening. Welcome back to the channel. It's so great to see you. Happy Monday evening to you. We were just discussing how words are hard. They often escape me. Yes. It is a constant game of charades in my house. Thank goodness it's not Wheel of Fortune or Mr. Wizard would have to buy vowels. Oh. Julie says, I'd love to give out mini oranges and real food like that, but people are so scared of tampering with everything not commercially packaged. I don't blame them. You know what? I agree with you, Julie. I truly understand what you're trying to say here. Unfortunately, in the world that we live in, those things are, there's just evil people in this world, and it really ruins it for the rest of us. And it just makes it difficult for others. It's really unfortunate. Mini chocolate bars, Give out potatoes like Charlie Brown. There you go. Susan says, I'm the queen of not finding the right word. They just escape me. Like, they just... You know what? I talk all day long. All day long. It's part of my job. It's what I do. I talk all day long. And so when I come home, I've used up all of my words. That's what it is. I've used them all up. No more to give out. So when I try to have a conversation with Mr. Wizard, I have run out of words. Miss making popcorn balls. Well, how come you don't make them anymore? You can still make them for yourself, can't you? Oh, yeah. Popcorn balls were always a good one. Yeah, they were always fun. Go. Popcorn balls. Mm-hmm. Yeah, those were a big hit. My mom used to make dirt cakes. She used to do dirt pudding. Little mini cups of dirt pudding. She used to do those a lot when I was a kid. I remember bringing those to school for those, bring a treat days. Do they even do those anymore? I should ask Tony. I think they have to do everything as prepackaged now. No. But you remember there used to be like every student had one day throughout the school year that they had to bring in a snack, bring in a treat, or whatever. Or maybe the parents volunteered. I never knew how that worked, honestly. But the one year my mom made dirt cakes for me to bring in. I remember that. That was so funny. Well, my mom made him. She made them different colors somehow with food dye. Oh, probably the marshmallow. She probably dyed the marshmallow. At least that's how my mom used to do it. Julie says, I saw a YouTuber talking about not buying anything from big retailers for Christmas this year as a form of protest. We are going to focus on donating food to local pantries and buy from small stores. Oh, that's a good idea. That's an excellent idea. Yeah, it's there. I mean, the popcorn balls, aren't they made with marshmallow? Isn't that how they're dyed with the marshmallow? Hard to do these days. Yeah, Sylvia, 100%. That is a challenge to do. Yeah. Mm-hmm. A class party, prepackaged unless it's a class party. Okay. I wondered if they still do that. Like a hard candy Christmas. There you go. There you go. It's marshmallows is probably why I don't like them. Because I don't like marshmallows. I don't either. I'm not a big marshmallow. Uh-oh, Julie, what happened? Streamlabs deleted one of your videos, your things. I'm sorry, what happened? Let's see. Julie, I'm sorry. I don't know what Streamlabs is doing. Oh, there we go. YouTube were talking about not buying anything. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I did that. I'm sorry. The only thing I can come up with is the 3 question marks. Maybe. I don't know, Julie. Sorry about that. Stupid Streamlabs. It's gonna time you out for 30 seconds, hon. Sorry about that. I've tried to turn all that crap off, but, you know, you can't catch them all. Sorry about that. We'll be right as rain in just a second. All right. Making up another one of these here, putting all the pieces together. We're making the tops of all of them. So we've got a couple of them done now. Just waiting to see if I get the black done. It's gonna be a minute. It's gonna be a minute. Fern, it's okay. I appreciate that though. It's okay. I've been called much worse. I've been called much worse. It's not a problem. You know what? It's an honor to be called Terry because she's a great girl. So she's great. I love her to pieces. So it's an honor to be called a Terry. So it's no problem at all for me. I'll answer anything. It's fine. It didn't bother me, but I appreciate it. I appreciate you looking out for me. I know she didn't mean it in any negative way, so it really didn't bother me. Like I said, I've been called much worse. Much, much worse. Can I keep the name straight? No, Julie, don't worry about it. It's totally fine. I don't mind. Like I said, it's an honor to be called Terry. She's a great girl. She's awesome. She's not in our chat right now, but that's okay. She's got some family members visiting her, and she's got some, puppers, babysitting some puppers. So it's okay. It's not a problem. Not a problem at all. I do not take offense because, again, I know you weren't doing it, maliciously. You were doing it accidentally, and that's fine. Everybody makes mistakes. No worries. I don't care. Doesn't bother me. Really does not bother me at all. Misplaced. Well, it didn't bother me, but it's fine. No worries. Look at you, Raven, building up those thimbles. Look at that. For being a newer subscriber to the channel, you are building up those symbols fast. You're going to be able to redeem them in no time. No time at all. See, they build up quick. You can get them in there pretty quickly, especially if you get into that gambling game and the gambling game pays out. You can win some decent stuff from that gambling game. Yeah. Can really win quick on that. A couple of live streams in, and you got enough for redemption for sure. No worries. Let's see if I can nail these points again. I've been nailing them lately. I'm really proud of myself. You know what it is? I think it's because we trimmed down the half square triangles to the actual finished size, so they're laying nicer. Just don't call me late for dinner. That's right, Susan. That is 100% right. Amen. I've been called much worse. So I'm really not worried about it. I feel like I just got home from work and it's bedtime already, Danny. Aren't you gonna finish it? Are you ever gonna finish this block? Well, I can finish one for you. I mean, this is what it looks like. That's what it's gonna look like when we're finished with it. I've got 3 of the same block to make, so that's kind of why it's taking me a little while. So I kind of did a little bit. I'm kind of doing them all together. But that's what it's gonna look like. But I am going to finish the blocks tonight. That is for sure. I am going to finish them. But they're all the same block, so we've got 3 of them to make. So we're going to try to make all 3 of them kind of at the same time. I should check to see if the puppies want to come say hello. Who wants to see the puppies? What size quilt is this going to be? This is a Block of the Month program. So you'll have to forgive me. I don't remember the finished quilt size. Give me a second. Let me look. I think it was on here. Hold, please. 76 by 76 is going to be the quilt size when it's completed. This is the last block in the series. The next time we come back, which will be in November, we'll be putting they call it block 9, but it's actually not a block. It's just the sashing and pieces to put the actual quilt top together. So we're going to be finishing up here in November. And then I need to get some backing fabric and get it over to the long arm. I thought about buying the backing fabric kind of ahead of time, like, just go online and buy it, but I kind of want to put the quilt top together first and then figure out what the backing's going to look like. I kind of want to do that. That's usually what I do with most of my quilts is I'll put the quilt top together and then I'll bring the quilt top in with me to the quilt store and start to look at like borders, and if I want to put borders on it, I'll look at borders or I'll look at backings and things. That way I can kind of pull the whole quilt open, lay the backing fabric out on top of it, and just kind of make sure that it's not going to, I mean, I don't necessarily need it to blend in, you know, a lot, but I don't want it to clash either. I don't want it to compete. At least, you know, that's how I prefer my pieces to go. I mean, obviously everybody does things differently. But usually when I'm picking out a backing fabric for a quilt top, I don't want it to compete with the quilt top. I want it to complement it. Reggie goes in for tomorrow for a possible abscess. Oh, well, I'm so sorry to hear that, Raven. Hopefully it turns out to be okay. You know, it's never fun when our fur babies are hurting or sick, or because they can't tell us, you know. So we represent them, you know. We have to talk for them, and it can be difficult sometimes. So, oh my goodness, what is going on? A pit mix, okay. He's about 10. Oh, okay. Is that old for that type of a mixed dog? I'm not familiar with that. I know what that breed is, but I'm just not familiar with like their age and things like that. Speaking of dogs, let's call mine in, shall we? Here they go. Hi, baby. Hi. There's my babies. Oh, good girl. He's right there with his schnoz. There's my babies. Small lap size, 55 pounds. Oh, yeah, it's a small lap size. Yeah, small. We had a 50 pound, at her heaviest, she was 50 pounds, but she averaged about 42 to 45 pounds. She was a collie, smooth collie, so that's the short hair collie, shepherd mix. So, amazing dog. Wonderful dog. We absolutely loved her. She was amazing. Yeah, really. She passed away when she was 13. So that really just kind of broke us. Okay, so let me do this one first. Let me go ahead and put these triangle pieces on here first. So this one goes onto the purple. Oh, well, thank you, Fern. Thank you. I love them too. They're my babies. They're my babies. I don't have human babies anymore. Now I have canine ones. Alright, so there's that one. And then we're going to grab these, put these on this one's. Ivy still, no, she's not on the camera anymore. I thought she would still be on the camera. Once she finds out I've brought the treat box out, then she basically doesn't leave the room until I'm done with it for the night. Usually. Hi, babies. What are you doing? What are they doing? Okay, one more. He's groaning at you. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. 5 a.m. or later when I get up. Honey's lunch together. There you go. What's wrong, baby girl? What do you want? You are just off the camera. Can you move up just ever so slightly so everybody can see your pretty face? Huh? I swear you know exactly where that camera is pointed because you like to avoid it. Always avoiding it. Always. Surrounded by dudes. Dogs, 2 cats, Aaron, all the males. Oh, well, see, that's the opposite at our house. Mr. Wizard is surrounded by a lot of estrogen. Everything in our house except for him is female. All of our animals, all of our children, myself. And 4 fish! My gosh. We're on a farm. Alright, so here's the 3 so far. Let's get these opened up. And then we gotta put these pieces on here. So let's set these off to the side for a second. Open these up. Poor guy. Yeah. He is pretty good with it, though. I think that, I mean, it's all we've ever known, so we don't know any different. So he does pretty good with them all. I think I'm the most challenging of the 6, including myself with 6. We have 5 girls plus me. 5 girls, me, 2 dogs. Well, 3 dogs, actually. 3 dogs and a cat. He's got his hands full. He hides in the garage a lot. Everybody always felt sorry for my dad because there were 6 of us girls and no boys. Yep, see? We used to have, in the backyard, we had this shed that was a clubhouse for the girls when they were little. It was a kids' clubhouse. It had a little door on it. It had some, windows. It was the kids' clubhouse. And it was painted Barbie pink because, we have girls. So it had to be, the clubhouse had to be Barbie pink. I mean, that was just the way it went. Well, after the kids got old enough and they weren't really playing in it anymore, we repurposed it into a shed because it worked out really well as a shed. So Mr. Wizard would put, the coolers and the stuff that he didn't want to have to climb up and back and forth into the attic for. Well, just recently, the last couple of years, that shed has started to deteriorate and he had to start taking it down. But for a long time, he would joke that he's going to go hide out in the pink house because it looked like a house, the way it was built. And so he used to tell us all the time, I'm going to go hide in the pink house. Nobody will know that he's there. The fish are all because I won one at a Waukesha County Fair this summer. $250 later, fishy, big fish face has 3 friends. 1 dog, 1 rabbit, and 1 white mouse. Oh my goodness. 1 parakeet, some gerbils, and some cats and kittens when I was a kid. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of animals. Okay, so here are these. So now we need to put these together. So these go opposite. So if I have to do one this way. these are our side pieces. So let's go ahead and put those on here now. So there's that one. And then this one. Goes this way. So there's one. Then we've got this one. This way. So the blocks are going to go together pretty quickly. We're just about done with them. I mean, there's only a couple steps left. So if I knew it wasn't going to take us long to do them. So they're going to go together pretty quick. A few minutes. A few more minutes. I said that right. I don't know if I told you guys this, but I bought a projector. It was on Amazon. It was one of those Amazon deals. Not this last time, but the time before that when it was on Amazon special. It was like $40, and then there was like a 20% off coupon. Or it was like, no, I think it was $59. Then there was a 20% off coupon. So by the time everything was said and done, it was like $42 for this thing. And I've always wanted one to put for our back patio. Mr. Wizard and I like to sit out on the back patio, for a bonfire. And I thought it would be really cool if we had a projector to go back there. So then he and I could, watch a movie back there or whatever, And I always wanted one when the kids were little, because we have the back of our house, we have an A-frame house, and so the back of our house is just this big wall, basically. It's got two windows. And I always thought that would be a really cool place to project a movie on when the kids were little. Well, of course, at that time I couldn't really afford the projectors. They were too expensive. But now they're a lot less expensive. So I went ahead and I bought one, and I've had it for I think since July, and it's just been too dang hot to go out and use it. Well, Mr. Wizard and I were actually able to use it this past weekend because it kind of cooled off. So we were able to use it on, I think it was Friday night we were able to use it. And it was so nice to be able to sit out on the back patio. We watched a movie. We watched the new, thank you. What's the name of it? Vacation. It's just called Vacation? I thought it was called National Lampoon's Vacation or something. Okay. Well, either way, we watched that. It was it was a remake, so of course it's, not original, but whatever. And it was a cute-ish movie, but it was really nice to be able to sit on that back patio and watch it. We projected it up against our siding. We have gray siding on our house. So it wasn't, and it didn't actually, I was worried that it was going to compete for the coloring too much. It was going to put it off too much. But it really didn't. It was actually kind of nice. So that was really nice. So that was a lot of fun. Hi, Patricia. Welcome. Good evening. Happy Monday evening to you. We're just finishing up our blocks from Sunday. Nothing too crazy. Nothing too exciting. Just finishing them up. Has anyone seen the trailer to the movie Primates coming out a little scary looking? That's probably not my kind of movie, but I'm sure that's right up Mr. Wizard's alley. But I have not seen that. No, not yet. Anyway. All right, so these are all hand pressed, so let's go ahead and iron press them real quick. Iron press them, hard press them real quick. What's wrong with me today? Go. Yeah, I'm not into scary movies or sci-fi movies like that. It's just not my thing. But Mr. Wizard loved Planet of the Apes. He's watched them all. Not my thing, but totally his thing. He's really big into scary movies. He loves scary movies. He likes the the Halloween and the Friday the 13th and Conjuring and whatever the hell else there was. There's something else too. I don't remember what the other one was, but yeah, those are his types of movies. Not mine for sure. So, all right, so let's go ahead and get these on here now. So this one goes here, like this. Connection's okay. Music got really quiet, so I got worried there that I lost connection. That used to happen to me a lot. It does not happen so much anymore, but it used to happen to me all the time, where the music would go out because I would lose connection. That does not seem to happen too much anymore, which is good. All right, tell him to check out the trailer. Mr. Wizard, Joy says to check out the trailer for Primates.
Primates?
Yes, Primates.
Okay.
He says okay.
Joyce is the one that told me to watch the Really Haunted, wasn't it?
I believe so, yes. I believe Joyce was the one that also told you to watch the other haunted movies, yes.
Yeah, tell her thank you for that.
Tell her thank you for that. The YouTube channel, yeah. Yeah, he's into that scary, creepy crap. He is into that. He really enjoyed that. Do you live in or near Chicago? Patricia, I do. Well, I shouldn't say that. I'm a southwest suburb of Chicago. So I'm about an hour and a half-ish outside of the city. But I am close enough that we can, basically we can hop on a train and get down there or even drive down there. Poor Taylor, she, her new job takes her down there a lot. But I am near Chicago, yes. Near. Not near enough that anything, I'm not even in the same county, but I am near enough that there's an impact sometimes. Hi, baby. Why are you under my feet? Ghostbusters and Hocus Pocus are my kind of Halloween movies. Susan, I'm with you. You and me. Yes, Ghostbusters was about the extent. Now, the Gremlins. I did enjoy the Gremlins when I was little. But yeah, the Ghostbusters is about my extent of scary movies. Yeah, that's about as far as I can go with a scary movie. Yep. Was she lurking? She was in here a minute ago. She was under my feet just a minute ago. All right, so Julie, if you are still with us, here is what the other block looks like. If you were patient enough to hang out and wait with us, let me show you what it looks like. Let me just iron it down. Joy says, I love scary. Not too crazy about gore, but I love scary. Yep, Mr. Wizard's the same way. Yeah, he likes the psychological stuff. The stuff that really gets you thinking. Those are Stephen King's are his favorite. He loves those. He's a big Stephen King fan. Okay, here is the other block. I mean, this one's okay, but I kind of like the other one better. Honestly, if I'm being honest, I like the other one better. But it's still okay. It's pretty. The baskets are looking good. Thank you, Susan. Thank you. Thank you very much for that. Yeah, Mr. Wizard loves it when I go on vacation because he dedicates the entire week to scary movies. When the kids were little, they were, because I mean, even still, I don't have a whole lot of money, but when their birthday is in March, and it's usually right around spring break, but the weather is usually pretty crappy. So we weren't really able to give them proper birthday parties most years because the weather was always kind of a crapshoot as to whether it was nice or not. So what I would do instead is I would let them have a Halloween slumber party at the house. So we would, they'd invite all their friends over. We'd, make popcorn. We'd have, scary movie night and things like that. Oh, thank you, Fern. Yeah, thank you. So we would invite them over. All their friends would come over. They'd have a slumber party in the living room, and they'd watch scary movies.
Tell Joyce I'll go see it with her.
Mr. Wizard, I don't know if you could hear. He just said, Joyce, make sure you tell Joyce I'll go see it with her.
It's got a monkey in it, so yeah.
I'm out.
You won't see that one.
No, I hate monkeys. They terrify me. I am out.
It's almost along the lines of Planet of the Apes.
That's kind of what I was expecting it to be. Yeah.
He kind of looks like Caesar.
Yeah. He said he'll go see it with you, Joyce. Yeah, no, I don't do monkeys. I don't do monkeys. They terrify me. What was I talking about now? He totally distracted me. Somebody help me. Oh, the Halloween parties. Yeah, so we would let the girls do a Halloween party, and so Mr. Wizard would look forward to this party all year long because he was in charge of movies. He was in charge of all the scary movies, and it was his only goal in the entire movie was just to get the girls to scream. Just to scream. To scare the wits out of them. And usually we had to have a palate cleanser before bed because otherwise nobody ever slept. So we'd have a fun, movie after the scary movies as a palate cleanser, before bed. But yeah, he would look forward to that all year round. Like he was planning movies all year round. Like we would constantly having movies coming in. Yeah. Taylor could probably, if she wasn't already asleep, I think she's asleep, but she could probably tell you stories about their Halloween parties. So the girls wouldn't necessarily get a birthday party for their birthday at the end of March because of the weather, but we would let them have a Halloween sleepover, and so they were allowed to invite a couple of friends over for movie night and popcorn. So they had a good time with that. We did that for a couple of years. Fern says, gotta go. Have a safe week ahead. You too, Fern. Thanks so much for hanging out with us this evening. Don't forget, we're going to have another live stream on Wednesday. It's just Whip Wednesday, so bring your whips and UFOs. I'm probably going to be quilting that up there that you guys can't really see, but I'm going to be quilting that up. It's a Thanksgiving table runner, so I'll probably be working on that. And if anyone is interested in joining me on a Zoom call for my live stream on Wednesday, feel free to send me an email. We can chat about it. It is just Whip Wednesday. We're going to have fun with that. If you are interested. 7:30 p.m. Central Time, same as tonight. Great. Flip that one over. So once I'm done here, I'm going to go back through and show you guys what all of these blocks have looked like. Because I'm sure that you probably have forgotten because it's been a hot minute. So we'll go back and we'll look at all of the blocks for this project. And then the next time we come back for this project in November. Yeah, I think it's November. We will be putting the whole thing together, which I'm really excited about. Because I've really been looking forward to this one basically since we started it. I loved the fabric. I love the pattern. That's why I was just so kind of bummed, disappointed with the level of service that I received from Annie's. It wasn't bad, but I don't want to discourage anyone from purchasing anything from this company. I mean, I know that they had some changes and they had some things that they were working through, and so things like that just happened. It's fine. It is what it is. I just kind of wish that they had done a little bit of a better job with their service, like their service team. And I'm sure that they were working really hard, but there just seemed to be a lot of issues. A lot of people's orders getting lost or canceled. Thank goodness that didn't happen to me. But I did have, the wrong product sent to me twice, 2 different times. I, would ask them specific questions and they wouldn't answer them. They just wouldn't give me an answer. And it was just very frustrating and disappointing. So, I really liked the pattern. I really liked the fabric line that was chosen. I was just kind of disappointed with their service. So I might give them another shot later on. Right now, they don't have any quilting projects that are being offered right now. So I'm not really missing anything. And I might give them another shot another time. Later on. But right now I've got other ones that I'm going to be working on. So I'm going to focus on those. This one ironed up. Nice and flat. All right, there we go. All right, so here is the block. This is one of them. And this is the other one. We just made 4, 2 of each color combination. Oops. There we go. There's those. So let me go ahead and lay those out. So that was block number 8. But let's go ahead and take a quick peek at what all of the other blocks look like that we've been working on for the last 9-ish months. It's hard to believe it's been that long. Let's take a peek. So the last block that we made was this one here. This one here. So we've got a couple of different colors. In there. A couple like this. And then we've got this one here. I love these fabrics. Oh my gosh. Okay, so now we've got, and you're gonna have to forgive me because I don't remember what order these went in. So I'm just gonna show them all to you. I'm not gonna remember what order they go in, but we'll look at that part later. So here's this one. That one. So these are all of the blocks that we've been making for this project. There's been quite a few. So that one is a really big one. We'll pull that one out. And we've got these cute spools. That one's kind of hard to see. It's there. Purple one was my favorite. A couple of those. So these are all the blocks that we've made for this project so far. There was 8 blocks total. The purple box, yeah. Yep. There's that. And then we had some half square triangle strips that we had to make, or some flanky strips that we made. You can see those. There's 2 different sizes here. Or 3 different sizes, I think. So we had to make some of those. So those are in here. And then we made some leaves, some maple leaves. Another one. So we've made a lot of really fun blocks with this program so far. Here's this one. Was this a kit or your fabric choice? No, Joyce, this was a kit. Yeah, this was a block of the month kit, block of the month program. So every month they would send me different cuts of fabric that I would have to cut myself, and then we would put the blocks together. So every month they would send me different ones. So here's our star blocks. The fabric line, in case you guys are looking for it, this is Wild Meadow by Moda is the name of the fabric line. And then the very first block that we made, we only made 2 of these, but they were absolutely massive, and that's why I waited till the end to show them to you. They were just massive. This was our first one that we made. Isn't that beautiful? It's just so pretty. I love this fabric line. It is just so beautiful. I've had so much fun enjoying this fabric line. Just absolutely loving it. Of course, now I've pulled everything out. So next time we come back to this project in November, when we come back to it, we will be... I'm going to have to do a little bit of cutting because we need some sashing pieces. And so I'm going to do a little bit of cutting to get those sashing pieces. And then we're going to start actually putting this thing together. Now, I imagine that it's going to take us, just like our cotton cut stuff, it's going to take us a little bit to put it together. A little bit of time to put together. So I imagine that will probably be one of these double live streams like today, where we'll start it on Sunday and then we'll finish it on Monday, hopefully, depending. These butterfly blocks are so much fun. So I imagine that's what we're going to be doing. I do have the fabric. I've received the fabric already for the finishing pieces, and I'll show you guys again what the quilt looks like, what it will look like when it's finished. I'll show that to you guys again in just a second. And you guys remember me telling you about all the scrap fabric that I've gotten from this thing. Like, this is all my scrap fabric. And this is probably only half of it. I have another bag of scrap fabric like this in my drawer. It's just been unbelievable, the amount of scrap fabric that has come out of this thing. Absolutely unbelievable. Okay. And I've been keeping all of my block patterns, because I'm going to be giving them away to a subscriber. The first day that I started this project, she asked me if I would mind giving them to her, and I did not have a problem with that. Once the project is completely done, I will drop them in the mail to her. She knows who she is. Oh, right. I was going to show you what the pattern looks like. So this is what the finished quilt will look like when it's done. You can see it there. So I've been given the white pieces for the sashing and then the border pieces. So I do need to purchase a backing fabric. And I haven't really decided what I want to do yet. I kind of want to take it to the quilt store and kind of figure out what I want to do. I know that my local quilt store does have this fabric line, but they don't have a lot of pieces of this fabric line. So, you know, I might end up with something completely different. I haven't decided yet. So, I think I missed something in chat. Hi, Marie. No problem. No worries. It's okay. That's why the replays are there. Not a problem. I appreciate you watching the replays. So, Dawn. Wonder who that could be. Oh, you are so funny. So, all right, friends. Well, that is it. We have managed to finish up the block, and we did it in the 3 blocks that we missed. And I told you guys it would be about an hour and 15 minutes. So I did a pretty good job guessing. Let me grab this now real quick. Oh, that could have been bad. I'm just going to put my alphabetties away. So, yeah. So the next time we come back to this project will be in November. The end of November, I think. And we're going to be putting we're going to be putting this quilt top together. And then once it's together, I will need to take it over to my quilt store to pick out some backing fabric for it. And then get it over to the long arm. And I gotta tell you, my long arm is so excited about this one. She's actually been catching some of my live streams for this particular project. It's just kind of the way it's been working. And so she's actually really excited to get her hands on it. Because she's actually got to see it going together. And so every time I talk to her about other projects, and she just keeps telling me, she's like, I'm really waiting for that pink one. I'm really excited to see that pink one. I start laughing. I'm like, all right. She's like, I'm already picking up patterns. I'm getting ready to go. So yeah, so she's super sweet. Yes, Terry. Oh, hi, Terry. I didn't see you pop in there. Welcome back. It's so great to see you. Yes, I'm looking forward to finishing this one for sure. For sure. I look forward to finishing all of my projects, if I'm being honest. And a couple of the projects, you're actually going to see those come back on the channel. These are quilt tops that we finished. You're going to start to see those coming back so that we can put some borders on them before they go back to the long arm. I am going to have her so busy. I'm going to have her so busy, and she's going to have so much work to do. She's either going to love me or she's going to hate me, one of the two. She already has 2 quilt tops with me right now, and I have probably 4, maybe 5 more to hand over to her. So yeah, I'm gonna be funding her vacation for next year, I think. But it is what it is. She does amazing work, and I love the job that she does. So it is what it is. So. But anyway, folks, that is all I've got for you tonight. Thanks again so much for hanging out with me tonight. I really appreciate it. Thanks for coming back. I know it was just for... When will I be working on the bear again? Good question. Let me check my schedule. I can absolutely answer that question if you give me 10 seconds. Hold, please. I just wrote out the schedule for most of the rest of my year. So that I could try to get some things organized and figured out. So let me look. Oh, that's right. We will hopefully... So you want to hear something fun about the Memory Bear Project? So the Memory Bear Project, you guys know, that started as... it was made from a flannel shirt from my dad, because my dad passed away a few years ago. And we started that on April 20th, which was the anniversary of his passing. It was the day he passed away a few years ago. And we are going to hopefully finish that teddy bear project, get the stuffing inside of it, get it all sewn up and closed up on November 23rd of this year, which would have been his birthday. So I was going to bring it in on October, and when I noticed that we were that close to November, I decided that it just felt right to finish it in November. So that is what we are going to do. So we are going to finish the teddy bear project on my dad's birthday, hopefully. So that one always makes me a little sentimental. So yeah, you will see that one in November. That is when the teddy bear project will be coming back. But don't worry about it, because don't worry too much once we finish that one, because I have at least 5 more of those to do. So that project is going to keep coming back because I have quite a few of those to do. So we're going to basically start all over again with that one. So that one's not necessarily going anywhere for a while. A lot of people really like that one, and I am really enjoying that one too. And it's something different than just quilting. So yeah, we're probably going to keep that one around for a while. So we're going to finish one on November 23rd, but that just means we're going to start another one. It is a sentimental project. That is 100% true. But that just means we're going to start another one probably in December or January again. So it'll be a lot of fun. Oh, Dawn, thank you. She says, this made my Monday. Well, thank you very much for that. I appreciate you saying that. Thank you. That was very kind of you. It really made my Monday, too, because I wouldn't say I was in a bad mood when I came in here, but I wasn't in a great mood. But that's okay. Hello and bye, so Terry. There you go. Yep. All right, friends. Well, thanks again so much for hanging out with me this evening. I really appreciate you hanging out. I know it's a Monday. I know it's not for everybody, but I really appreciate you being here. Don't forget, we're going to be back here on Wednesday for Whip Wednesday. So go grab one of your whips and just kind of hang out with me for the night. We're going to be quilting that thing up there. It's a table runner for November that I really need to get my butt in gear and start doing. It's supposed to be a Thanksgiving table runner. I really need to get my butt in gear and do it. So we're going to be working on that. So anyway, guys, I will see you on Wednesday. And then, of course, again on Sunday, of course, as well. So see you guys again soon. Bye for now.